Hi everyone, I am going to explain the topic about India's GST model, Indian model of goods and service tax. Goods and service tax GST or goods and service tax is an indirect tax imposed on the supply of goods and services. It is a multi-stage destination oriented tax imposed on every value addition which managed to replace multiple indirect taxes including VAT, excise duty, service taxes, etc. Indian model of GST generally GST consists three prime models. First one central GST, second one states GST, third one dual GST. Further, dual GST consists two types: non-concurrent dual GST and concurrent dual GST. This is the picture. CGST. Under this option, the two levels of government would combine their levies in the form of a single national GST with appropriate revenue sharing arrangements among them. In the case of a central GST, where all goods and services are taxed by the central government only, the center will collect most of the country's total tax revenue, leaving very little for the subnational governments. CGST stands for Central Goods and Services Tax. It subsumes all the taxes that were earlier applicable as central indirect taxes. They are levied by the central government for intrastate movement of goods and services. Intrastate means within one state. The Central Goods and Services Tax Act 2017 states that CGS applies to the whole of India except Jammu and Kashmir. Actually, on intrastate movement, both central goods and service tax and state GST are applicable. SGST. The second model is to have a state GST in which the states alone levy GST and the center withdraws from the field of GST or VAT completely. In this case, the state GST will work as the redistributing mechanism. The loss to the center from vacating this tax field could be offset by a suitable compensating reduction in fiscal transfers to the states. This would significantly enhance the revenue capacity of the states and reduce their dependence on the center. SGST SGST means State Goods and Services Tax. It subsumes all taxes levied by the state government, that's state indirect taxes, for example, VAT, sales tax, state cesses, and surcharge, etc. CGST. There are around six slabs of rates. First one 5%. The most commonly used products that are subjected to a 5% GST rate are cream and yogurt, paneer, cashew nut, raisins, fruit and nuts, and a few others. Second one 12%. 6% GST rate is the second slab of rates under GST. Um, Third one 18 percentage. The next GST slab rate is 18 percentage. For examples of products being taxed at 18 percentage are bindis, chocolates, fountain pens, soap, toothpaste, and industrial intermediate products are there in this slab. Fourth one 28 percentage. Examples of products being taxed at a GST rate of 28 percentage are beverages, pan masala, motor cars and motorcycles, air conditioners, refrigerators, etc. Fifth one 3 percentage. Coins, gold, silver, platinum, imitation jewelry, etc. are taxed at 3 percentage. Here 1.5 percentage goes towards SGST and 1.5 percentage towards CGST. Sixth one 0.25 percentage. Precious stones are taxed at 0.25 percentage, where 0.125 percentage goes towards CGST and 0.125 percentage goes towards SGST. Seventh one, 0 percentage. There are also some products that are taxed at zero, basically 0 percentage. Basically, they are tax free. Dual GST. Dual GST means that GST will be levied simultaneously by center and state governments. Hence, every transaction of supply of goods or services shall suffer central GST and state GST when the transaction is within the state. First one, non-concurrent dual GST. Under this model, GST on goods can be levied by the states only and on services by the center only. The states already have the power to levy the tax on the sale and purchase of goods and also on immovable property, and the center for taxation of services. It means in the non-current dual GST model, center levies GST on services and levies GST on goods. No special effort would be needed for levying a unified central tax on interstate services. This model of dual GST would not be acceptable to the center as well as the states. Hence, the government has already announced its intention to follow the concurrent dual GST. Second one, Indian model of GST, concurrent dual GST. Indian GST model would be concurrent dual GST, consisting both the central GST and state GST levied on same base. Under this model, GST will be levied by both tiers of governments concurrently. There will be central GST to be administered by the central government, and there will be state GST to be administered by state governments. It means tax levied by center and state on the both goods and services. This model is adopted in many countries, for example, Brazil, Canada, and India. Therefore, India has adopted a dual GST model in view of the federal structure of the country. India has adopted concurrent dual GST model. The need for dual GST model is based on the following premise. In this model, both goods and services would be subject to concurrent taxation by the center and the states. All types of goods and services will be brought under this proposed GST structure, except a few exceptions. For example, if a product have levy at a base price of rupees 10,000 and rate of CGST and SGST are 8%, then in such case both CGST and SGST will charge on rupees 10,000, that is CGST will be rupees 800 and SGST will be rupees 800. Features of proposed Indian dual GST. First one, single registration. There would a single registration or taxpayer identification number based on the permanent account number for direct taxation. 3 additional digits would be added to the current PAN to identify registration for the center and state GSTs. A person seeking registration under this Act shall be granted a single registration in a state or union territory, provided that a person having multiple business verticals in a state or union territory may be granted a separate registration for each business vertical, subject to such conditions as may be prescribed. Uniform method. Procedures for collection of central and state GSTs would be, moreover, tax payment challan might contain some additional information. For example, amount of CGST paid on SGST challan and vice versa. Payment of tax might be only online through net banking. It means GST ensures uniform price for goods services across country. The goods and services tax will ensure that all products are available at the same price in all the states across India. B.A. Naniappa, Joint Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, Mangalore, has said. One common return. There would be one common tax return for both taxes, with one copy given to the central authority and the other to the relevant state. other to the relevant state authority. Moreover, most likely GST returns will be required to be filled online. Classification of goods and services. HSN will form the basis of product classification for central GST and state GST. First one, administration. States would collect the state GST from all the registered dealers to minimize the need for additional administrative resources. At the states would also assume the responsibility for administering the central GST for dealers with gross turnover below the current registration threshold of rupees 1.5 crores under the central excise. They might collect the central GST from such dealers on behalf of the centre and transfer the funds to the centre. CENVAT, the Central Value Added Tax, is a part of India's central excise framework. It reduces the consumer's tax burden when purchasing any product and offers a transparent picture of tax liabilities at every stage of production. For the purpose of assessment and administration of different assessors, following categorization has been recommended. The threshold limit can be allowed somewhere between rupees 10 lakhs and rupees 20 lakhs. Administration of GST. It means the administration of the central GST to the centre and for state GST to the states would be given as per the recommendations of Task Force Report on GST. The Central Board of Excise and Customs shall be responsible for implementation of CGST, and state tax administrations will be separately responsible for implementation for SGST. Gross turnover of goods up to rupees 1.5 crores may be assigned exclusively to the state. Gross turnover of services up to rupees 1.5 crores may be assigned exclusively to the gross turnover of above 1.5 crores may be assigned to both the governments for the administration of CGST to the centre and for the administration of SGST to the state. Income slab and tax rates for financial year 2020 to 21 or annual year 21 to 22. Taxable income up to rupees 2,50,000. Tax rate will be nil. Tax rate is to be nil. Taxable income rupees 2,50,000 to rupees 5 lakh. Tax rate is to be 5%. Taxable income rupees 5 lakh to rupees 10 lakh. Tax rate is to be 20%, and above rupees 10 lakh tax rate is to be 30%. Thank you.